Hi, it's Rich Tehrani with TMC. Thanks for watching. We're speaking with Jason Cohen. He's the president and COO of Allied Fiber. And as you probably know, the company is building a network, a nationwide network of dark fiber and co-location facilities, allowing interconnection. And I'm fortunate enough to have him on the program. Did I do the description okay there of the company?
That's great. Thanks, Rich. Great to be here.
Likewise, we're happy to have you. Tell me a little bit more about what your company is up to.
Well, Allied Fiber right now is in the process of building networks throughout the United States on a long-haul basis. And right now we're also very excited to be jetting fiber in the portion of our Phase 2, which goes from Miami to Atlanta. So as we speak, we have fiber jetting processes starting in South Florida in the West Palm Beach area. We're actually jetting north and south so that we can complete Miami all the way to Jacksonville, and that's going to be a 528 count cable that's going in. We work closely with Corning to custom design that cable that's going in, and once we finish to Jacksonville, we then will continue on to Atlanta with 216 in the first duct.
Great. Now, in terms of the time frame for completion, can you give us a little bit more detail on that?
Sure. The portion of the route from Miami to Jacksonville, we expect to have that complete along with the 6 co-location facilities that we're building along that part of the route, completed by the end of October. We then expect to continue working from Jacksonville north to Atlanta, building 5 more co-location facilities and jetting that cable and having that done around the end of this year, 2013.
So basically, as you move up the East Coast of Florida and then over to Atlanta, you're going to enable through these co-location facilities the ability for customers of all different types to have access to state-of-the-art fiber and to connecting these co-location facilities with one another and be able to do what you would do in any meet-me room in any major colo facility in the country.
Correct. These colos are concrete precast modular buildings. They start at about 1,200 square feet apiece, which gives us, in addition to the power and controls room, it gives us a customer area room with about 65 cabinets available for customers to install their equipment, light the fiber that they get from us, and cross-connect with each other as well. In addition to that, we also allow customers to bring their own third-party cables to the colos so that they can cross-connect those as well. And these structures are modular and expandable. So if we fill up the first structure, we can add a second and a third structure to the site and actually, double and quadruple the amount of customer cabinets that we have available.
That's great. And so for companies that are in the wireless business, for example, they must be thrilled to be able to have access to this fiber, which hopefully will be near some of their cell towers. So, I would imagine that the cell service will be pretty good in that footprint, just going from Jacksonville or from Miami to Jacksonville and eventually to Atlanta and wherever else you guys are going to be.
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we've already started working with some wireless companies. In some cases, they'll have a tower on or near the right-of-way where we build the fiber. That gives them the ability to tap in and connect their towers directly to fiber. And in some cases, they'll use a tower on or near the right-of-way connected to the fiber to do a wireless link like microwave to towers that are in a 10-15 mile radius. In any case, that traffic comes back down onto the backbone we're building. They can transport it to the next colo. We're building these colos every 60 miles, and then they can mux up the traffic and distribute it onto their own networks.
And it's worth discussing that your network is going to provide, or your product is going to provide the opportunity for companies to do things like deliver mobile content much more effectively by dropping potentially servers inside those colo facilities or near those colo facilities, and then being able to provide streaming video and other sorts of content to those mobile providers in a much more rapid and enjoyable fashion.
Right. By building new fiber, putting in the latest and greatest glass types, we enable every type of operator to move to the next and latest generation of optoelectronics. So now they can start deploying 100 gig optronics. They can start working with equipment that will not operate on the older networks. And even if you could find fiber on the older networks, there was nowhere to put equipment, because the co-location facilities, or huts as they were called back then, that were built for one carrier. They were small. They certainly weren't neutral and open to cross-connect with other carriers. So we basically have fixed the fiber problem, new fiber going in. We're making it available to everybody, and we're also building neutral colos that are available to everybody to put their equipment in and to cross-connect and interoperate across multiple carriers, multiple enterprises, government, educational, search engine companies, social media companies. They can all use the network.
That's great. Anything else we should know?
Well, basically, any network construction that's going on right now is easy to see if anyone is down in Florida. And over the course of the next several months, we'll be providing updates not just to our customers, but to the media and various trade shows and things that are coming up with pictures and videos and samples of the cables and everything else that everyone would want to see in a project like this.
Very exciting. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Rich.